Don Bongino is the assistant director of the FBI, and he has been rumored to have already resigned or about to resign from the Trump administration. What happened? What was the main reason why Don Bongino wanted to resign? Clearly, it's about the Epstein files. But what specific thing does he have in mind? What is it that he experienced that made him feel like, I don't want to be part of this, I want to leave? Very short slide deck to tell you what happened behind the scenes, and you can look at the references for more details on what happened. But as things stand, at the time of recording, he's still not officially quit, but something is also brewing, it appears. So let's wait and see how that plays out. But here is the slide deck. Why is Don Bongino upset with the Epstein saga? Well, I stand corrected. He's not assistant director, the deputy director of the FBI has expressed significant frustration and anger over the handling of the Epstein file, because you know that Pam Bondi said that there is no such client list, right? So this is where the big bone of contention is. But there is one other thing that happened for which Dan is really upset about. What is that? Well, looks like there was a clash between the FBI and the Department of Justice, and this is from the Epstein memo where AG, that is Pam Bondi, said that there is no such list that is existing. Now, it's possible that the list did exist and that the Biden administration completely destroyed it. It's also a possibility. I'm not saying it did not happen, because see, the arrest and the death happened during first term of President Trump, and then there were 4 years of Biden administration, and now the Trump administration is trying to pick up the pieces from where it left and trying to make sense of this. So what happened in the middle, we don't know. That said, what is now very curious is why did a deputy director of FBI get so upset that he wanted to resign? The thing was, before joining the FBI, Bongino, as a podcaster, he's a very popular podcaster, fueled conspiracy theories about a supposedly hidden Epstein client list, and AG Pam Bondi had also suggested that such a list existed. I mean, this has been talked about for a long time. This is not the first time we are hearing that Epstein was blackmailing many people because he had a list, and which is why he was bumped off when he was in the prison. Although this is the other big contention, that's what I'm coming to, and just stay with me for a minute. Justice Department and FBI later released a memo concluding there was no evidence of such a list. And this was signed off by Kash Patel, the director of FBI, as well as Pam Bondi. Now, what has happened is this contradiction has angered Bongino and others who had promoted the idea of a list, causing internal disputes and public backlash from their supporters. Today, the MAGA, the main group that supports Trump, is still pissed off about this. The rumors are not going away. Trump tried various methods, including deflection. Nothing is working right now. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. The big contention point is the video that was released as part of this statement, which said that there was no external person coming into Epstein's cell on the night he died. However, there's a problem. What is that problem? They said that because of this being an old system, a 1998 or 1999 made system, there is always a reset when it rolls over at the midnight time, and therefore a minute of the video was missing. However, when people calculated it, looked at the raw file, because what was put on the press conference was an edited file, the raw file showed that 2 minutes and 53 seconds of video was missing. I've done a specific video on that, so you can take a look at that video to get more details. Now, what is happening is Don Bongino, it appears, was held internally responsible for the video's missing minute, and as well as the oversight and the resulting backlash. So basically, you have to hang such things on somebody's shoulders, somebody's neck. Well, looks like the administration was trying to see if they could hang it on the neck of Don Bongino, because he was evidently responsible for the tape and 1 minute exclusion. Well, looks like Bongino didn't quite like that. There was something that happened there. Looks like he was told something, but what happened was something else. So there is a lack of transparency according to him, and that meant that he was being blamed for something that he thought he did not do. Reports detail a heated confrontation between Bongino and AG Pam Bondi over the handling of the case. Where did this clash happen? It happened in the White House meeting in which Bondi accused Bongino of leaking information to the press about the investigation, including frustrations with the Justice Department's decision to withhold further records. So she's saying you leaked it. And I think Bongino said maybe he did not. I don't know what he said. But this is something that is revealed in a News Nation report, and that link is available in the reference section. You are welcome to go see it. Though the interesting thing here is it appears that the FBI did have some sort of a list that they wanted to release sooner but was asked to hold it back by the Department of Justice. And now when the AG says there is no such list, people are pretty upset because there was an assumption, there was a lead up to this that these client file list is imminent, it's going to be released anytime now, that sort of stuff. So what then happened? Bondi, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, and FBI Director Kash Patel refuted the premises of the story, but Bongino's absence from these statements raised questions. Those witnessing the clash between Bondi and Bongino in the White House were Kash Patel, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and Deputy Chief of Staff Taylor Budowich. At different times, Bondi, Bongino, and Patel each have complained to others that they are being unfairly blamed for the Epstein flap and hung out to dry. As of now, they have not heard of an official resignation, but he appears to be on the verge of resigning, reflecting deep internal divisions over the handling of one of the most politically sensitive cases in recent memory. The missing minute in the jail video and conflicting DOJ FBI narratives have eroded public trust. Of course, the episode shows factionalism within Trump's law and order team with electoral and institutional implications. Well, what's going to happen next? There are other theories that are coming about, that there is going to be a special investigator who's going to be looking into it, or there is another bigger case where all this also will get rolled in. Let's wait and see how this plays out. At this point of time, looks like Bongino is in looking out of the Trump administration. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.